Hello students, in this video we'll be learning about the domain and range concept. Anyway, you might be knowing it already. It's about domain is nothing but what inputs that we give over for a given function. Let's say what values of x we will insert so that the function is defined, whereas y is nothing but the output that we get, right? But there are certain type of functions, let's say like rational function, square root function, absolute value function, wherein certain students will find it difficult to understand like how to do when a particular question is given to them. So we'll be solving a series of that. Let us begin with the rational function first and how to find a domain. The simple logic is nothing but to make the denominator and get the value of x in such a way that it is not defined. Like for instance, what value of x? Because in order to be this function, in order to have this function defined for value of x, my denominator should not be 0, as simple as that. So for what value of x that I substitute in order to be the function is not defined, that is nothing but x is equals to 5. X should not be positive 5 so that the function is not defined. So it's simple, isn't it? Very simple. So the domain of the function is nothing but x belongs to all real. It is defined for all real. You can insert whatever, negative, positive, but not 5. So that is how we write, or in the form of interval you can write it as, since it is real number, so it goes to the minus infinity as well as positive infinity, and we are writing the open interval so that the value does not belongs to our solution, but it includes all the negative numbers and positive number except 5. This is how we represent the solution in the interval form. How do you find the range now? The range of a function. So simple, as I said, f of x is nothing but our y. So I can express this question, since it is common, by taking x common, negative common, I can cancel out and I get is equals to 1. So my range simply would be y belongs to minus 1, or y is equals to minus 1. Isn't it great? This is how you solve the rational functions irrespective of what we have. It was linear function. In fact, even if you have a quadratic polynomial or a cubic polynomial, then just factorize it to get the answer. Let's just take another example for the function which is of a quadratic in nature, and let us work it out to get the domain and range for that. Question number 2, f of x is equals to x square minus 9 by x minus 3. As I said, whenever we have a quadratic, for the domain it's pretty simple. For the domain, as I said, whenever we find the domain, check the denominator should not be 0 for what value of x that you keep. So it is nothing but x should not be equal to positive 3. So my domain of the function is very easy. I got it now. X belongs to all real except plus 3 in the form of interval, as I've already shown you. You can put it simply now, union 3 comma infinity. So how to do about the range of a function? How do you find the range? So for range of the function, what do you have to do is just factorize it. You will get x minus 3 and x plus 3 whole divided by, already you have a binomial. Simplify it. What you get is x plus 3. And since you got x as 3, if you substitute here 3, you will get 6. Why I have substituted 3? Why not any other number? Because the domain is defined for all. So likewise, when there is one number missing here, then there has to be a value in the range also which is not equal. So it means when x is not equal to 3, so y also should not be equal to 6. So the range of the function is all reals except 6. Isn't it great, students? Yes, this is how you find the rational functions domain and range. I hope you like the video. Please like, share and subscribe.